Welcome to 4 Cents Podcast with Preston and Devin, episode 3. It's been a minute, about a month since we last posted.
Happy Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Christmas, New Year's.
Kwanzaa.
When's Kwanzaa?
I think it's the same month. I'm probably wrong, correct me on that, but I think Kwanzaa is the same time. I just hear people say it as a joke, so yeah, it's probably not funny, but happy all those things. We're back in the swing of things, and we're going to be posting hopefully more regularly. We got a lot to talk about today.
Yeah.
So, Preston, why don't you kick it off for us if we got nothing else?
Cool. All right, my first cent. Well, actually, right before I get into that, we did promise some shout outs in our last video.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
I forgot.
So I think we had like 4 people comment.
Did we? Thank you, 4 people.
I'm
so mad. I completely...
They may or may not have all been family members.
That's okay.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Gotta start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So, let's see. Let's see what we got here.
Ooh, shout out first.
My dad. My dad was the first one to comment.
What an amazing man.
Because I talked about him last episode.
Thank you, Preston.
His favorite Thanksgiving food is chocolate pie, and he says yes, dessert counts as a main course. Cade, you know who you are. Your favorite cereal is Captain Crunch. It's pretty good. It's got like a good long wait before it becomes soggy.
Yeah. Yep.
Jocelyn, mashed potatoes, squash scallop, both pretty good. And William.
Squash scallop. I haven't heard that, but interesting. Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah. So William.
Oh, he says that Thanksgiving dinner is like turkey, but nobody actually likes turkey. It's nobody's favorite.
Yeah, I don't think it's anybody's favorite.
Yeah.
Although there are some people that like love dark meat turkey, or like turkey and cranberry sauce. That's a pretty popular one, I feel like. But it's not anybody's favorite. I think you're right. So I think all of them were related to you, or somehow. So Despains, step the frick up! Come on, guys. I expect more from you guys. All right.
All right. Well, let's move on.
So there's the shout outs. Thank you guys so much for watching and commenting and leaving your 2 cents. Those were great comments.
Let's see. So my first cent. I'm not sure if you saw this video or not. We're not gonna have time to watch it.
It's fine.
But this guy in England was at a kebab shop.
Okay.
I know, it's like
I haven't heard of this.
I've never even been to England, but
I
know what a kebab shop is. Like a kebab, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, he's sitting there, and there's this fight happening. Like,
okay.
I don't know, it was an upset customer. I didn't really see the background
of
who was fighting. These 2 guys are going at it, throwing punches, grabbing each other.
Dang.
There's other people running in, trying to break it up. They're getting punched. They start throwing punches.
So it becomes like
There's
a
like
mall.
4 or 5 people, maybe 6 or 7.
At this kebab shop.
Like shoving, throwing punches. There's one guy that's like the main aggressor.
Is it like a just like a hut style, or
no,
like
it looks
like a cart, or
it's
like
kind of like a fast food restaurant, like a Wendy's kind of size.
Okay, so they're inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's inside, and the person filming right in front of them is this guy just sitting at the table, and he's just eating. And every once in a while he'll just look over and watch the guys like throwing punches, but then he just like gets back and just keeps eating his kebab.
Okay.
And and I guess it went pretty viral. A lot of people saw it. Like,
interesting.
They commented on how like the most commented thing was how calm he was.
He was just chilling.
Yeah. So my question.
Okay.
I guess. No, you have the background.
Yes.
What food would you be eating in order to not care that there was like a fight? Like, you know.
Yeah.
Not care that there was a fight. Not
like there's something happening right here.
Yeah, and he
I've
just
got a plate of food.
Looks over casually as if it's just like a dog walking past or something.
Yeah, like just super chill. Yeah. Like.
So what food?
Oh man, that's a tough one. I would. Ooh. I'd probably say, like a double cheeseburger, like a good juicy double. Yeah. Not like a McDouble, not like those wimpy patties. Like a real good juicy cheeseburger for a couple reasons. One, you gotta use 2 hands, so it kind of keeps you occupied.
Yeah, okay.
So you're not like, you're like, okay, Like I got my cheeseburger here, so I'm not gonna do anything about it. 2, it's warm, so it's like kind of comforting.
Okay.
You know.
So even if you're upset about the fight, you're
just like I'm just like
comfort.
I'll just squeeze my the only thing you might see is me squeeze my cheeseburger a little bit harder. But I think that I think like a double cheeseburger, and that's not my favorite food. I just think like if I was watching a fight, the food that I would be eating for me to just stay calm and just be like, nope. Like yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you?
I was thinking probably a breakfast burrito.
Okay.
You know, like one of those really big ones
Yeah.
that you can get.
So kind of same
Betos
thing. Two-hander.
Yeah, 2 hands, and it's like a comfort food. You know, like you just feel good eating it. Like the rest of the world doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Tastes good. Maybe it's not the best food you've ever eaten, but it tastes good enough.
It's just like satisfying. It's just like this is a really satisfying meal, and nothing is gonna ruin how satisfying this is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, I'll have to look that up. That's pretty funny, man.
So what's your first cent then?
So my first cent, little background. I get the Wall Street Journal. Coolest part about getting the Wall Street Journal is when I lived in New York, I got to read it on the subway, and nothing makes you feel like more of a New Yorker than reading the Wall Street Journal on a subway on your way to work. And I got the Wall Street Journal. I've been saving this for us. Okay.
Okay.
So this article is titled "Why Utah Has Become America's Economic Star," and I just thought it was really cool that Utah was featured in the Wall Street Journal, and it goes through. It's I don't know, probably like a third of a page article, and so we're not going to read it all, but for the last 12 years, well, these Wall Street journalists have been doing this study, and over and over, Utah keeps like either winning or they're in the top, but Utah's won like repeatedly, like best economy. And there was some really interesting points in it.
A bunch of factors.
There's a bunch of metrics.
Yeah.
So some of the metrics, they kind of look at it based on their like what is causing it to be that way, like what are their existing policies and what is that resulting in.
Okay.
So a couple of the policies, low flat rate income tax and corporate tax, both below 5%. This is interesting. I didn't know this was a thing. Apparently there's a death tax. And there's a couple states that don't have death taxes, Utah included, and most of those are retirement states like Florida.
Okay.
So makes sense. So one of the points of this article is Utah doesn't lose old people to other states because they are okay staying in Utah.
Yeah, because they're not.
The minimum wage is super low, but it increases high school hiring, and the average wage is actually higher.
Plus, it's not super expensive to live in Utah.
No, it's not.
Right.
It's relatively cheap compared to most areas where they are raising the minimum wage. One area that, like, I mean, obviously I want our teachers to get paid more. We pay, like, the lowest in our nation to our teachers, but our students have the best education in the nation.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just based on test scores? Or?
Just based on test scores and things like that. So, I mean, it's a little wishy-washy. But one shout out that they gave to Utah was, aside from all the policies, the biggest driving factor that they saw is just the mentality of Utahns. They said there's a strange culture, partly because of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints here, but there's just an abnormally large amount of thrift, delayed gratification, and stable families. Like, those are qualities that they saw. And I was like, that just makes me feel really good. Like, it's taken a while for Utah to grow on me. I used to be like the Utah hater, like, no, I'm never going to live in Utah. Now I am. And it's so beautiful. And the last thing is, apparently, out of all the states, we have the least income inequality. So there's some people that are like, oh, like, it's just because you guys have, like, you're buoyed by super rich people. No, it's like pretty wealthy across the board. So obviously there's issues still. I just wanted to share that because we got a shout out in the Wall Street Journal.
Utah.
Good job, Utah.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know if you have any thoughts. It's just kind of my 2 cents. I just thought it was cool.
No, I like that. I think that's cool. I think Yeah, I'm with you. Like the longer I live in Utah, the more I like being here.
It's like it's a beautiful state.
There's 4 seasons. You've got stuff to do every time of the year, and
the Utah Jazz are winning.
Aside from the construction on the highway, on the freeways,
which will never end,
like everything else is pretty good.
Yeah,
that's cool though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll have to read that.
Yeah, I'll leave this with you and you can read it. My next one is this video.
All right, so Kyle Kuzma for Devin Booker. Stephen A. wants to see the Lakers make a trade.
Yeah. So what's your first thoughts before even listening to anything?
I don't feel like that's an even trade.
That's like a trade that 2K would reject.
Yeah. I think Devin Booker is way better than Kyle Kuzma.
I agree.
And I'm not even like.
I'm not a fan of either team. Like I'm not a hater. I'm not. Yeah. Well, I said one time that I hate Devin Booker, and that's true. And even I don't think so. Anyway, so listen to him talk just for a little bit, and then I've got a little bit of ranting to do.
All right, let's see.
And if I could package Kuzma with a multitude of players and even a pick, and I can get myself Devin Booker to join Anthony Davis and LeBron James, would I do that? Hell yes, because I love Devin Booker, and I think what has happened to him in Phoenix is criminal until they hired Monty Williams.
All right, so pause it real quick. So I agree, Devin Booker should be in a winning situation.
Yeah,
he deserves that. So I'm not arguing that point, but there's a couple things that make me angry about this. One, literally, like out of all the teams in the nation, the Lakers and the Clippers, I feel like are the only things I hear about. Yeah. Sometimes the Bucks, but Boston is really good.
Well, they've had a rough couple weeks.
But they're still 27-12.
Yeah.
They just lost another game tonight, but they're 27-12, and that's third best in the league, tied with the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz have won 10 straight. They got like a 30-second shout out in the Jump on ESPN.
But you know, Alex Caruso is going to be an all-star.
That's what I'm getting at with this. Is everybody is so like hyped about the Lakers that people like Stephen A. and like all these LA reporters are literally like, oh, because they were talking about trading him to the Sacramento Kings for Bogdanovich. Okay, so not the Utah one, and he's a good player. He's better than Kyle Kuzma this season, and the question that Stephen A. Smith and that all these LA guys were asking is, what else will they give us for Kyle Kuzma? And everybody else, like literally every other reporter that I ever heard that's like reasonable, like, Zach Lowe.
Yeah.
He's like a pretty reasonable guy. He's like, that's the stupidest thing ever. Like the Lakers should be trying to package other stuff. So like hearing Stephen A. Smith say, if we give him Kyle Kuzma, maybe a pick, I'm like, you'd have to give him Kyle Kuzma and like all the first round picks that you didn't give to New Orleans.
Right.
So what are your thoughts? I just want to hear your thoughts on this, LA, the NBA.
Yeah, I'll agree. Like any NBA news, like 90% of 90% of it is LA, either the Clippers or the Lakers. Like they're both really good.
They're good, and they're
both
market.
Stacked teams. They're gonna go deep into the playoffs.
Yeah.
One of them is gonna be in the finals,
most likely.
And so it's kind of makes sense that's what we hear about.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's come on. There's other teams. I don't think that would ever happen. I don't think that they would ever trade.
Oh, they wouldn't. It just made me laugh.
Why would we even talk about this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it just made me, like, the only reason why we're talking about it is because the fact that it was even a headline was just like, things are a little bit out of hand.
Alright. My second scent, so this is the fourth scent for this episode. Cheetos.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're great.
Yeah, they're fantastic. You've got just classic, whatever you want to call them, crunchy Cheetos. Yeah. You've got Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Yep.
You've got Cheetos Puffs.
Yep.
You've probably got some kind of Cheeto Puff that's just a ball instead of like the stick. I'm sure they made those.
Probably.
You've got Cheetos in Munchies.
Oh, you got the The lime
You've got, like,
Cheeto,
lime
yeah, the
ones.
lime and
Anyway,
yeah, lots of Cheetos.
you get this stuff on your fingers.
Yep.
They came out with the name for it.
Okay.
So, here's what it is.
This is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous that they named this, but what I think is more ridiculous is the name they gave it.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Okay.
I'm gonna be
It's pretty bad.
It's stupid. Cheetle. Cheetle. Cheetle?
Cheetle? What?
Why?
Wait. So is the whole scenario called Cheetle? Like Cheetle, i.e., I have Cheeto dust on my fingers, or is the dust called Cheetle? Or
I think the dust is called
the
Cheetle.
dust. So
Yeah.
I have Cheetle on my fingers.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's just the cheesy dust
It's
Quote.
called Cheetle.
that will entice Cheetos fans to snack on their products. Cheetle.
Interesting.
So you would say, I just ate some Cheetos and now I have some Cheetle on my fingers.
So what if?
Oh, you got some Cheeto on the corner of your mouth.
Oh, thanks, man. So what happens if? So now, does Lay's get to say Dorito or
Dorito.
Frito? Like
Dorito is
Dorito
cooler.
is really nice.
If you're watching this, Frito-Lay,
Dorito.
Dorito.
Yeah, it is Frito-Lay company, right? I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
it's the
I
Frito.
think
Yeah,
so. If not,
Dorito.
you know.
What's a better name for Cheeto? What for?
Yeah, that was my next, but
Yeah.
I've been trying to come up with a better replacement for this. But I think Cheetos dust.
Cheese. Cheese.
You got
guess
stuff.
that's
You
not
got
cheese.
stuff on your
Yeah.
fingers.
Stuff.
I don't
Yeah.
know that I'm ever going to use the word Cheeto.
In Ghana, they have this thing where they call everything this thing.
This thing?
Yeah, this thing. So it doesn't matter. It applies to everything. I think that's what it should be.
Oh,
I
you
got
got-
this thing on
this
my
thing
finger.
on
Yeah,
your finger.
you know, this thing. And the context is that Cheetos a dumb Dorito. Not a
Dorito.
sponsor, but
If you've got a better name for the Cheetos dust, the Cheetle, let us know. Put it in the comments. Obviously, I don't know that Cheetos is ever going to see those comments. We'll try to make sure that they see them.
yeah.
Whatever gets commented, let's send an email to Cheetos.
Hey,
I'm sure we can find
There's
Cheetos.
this thing where we can like pin comments, right? Whoever has the best name for Cheeto dust, we'll pin your comment. If
Sweet.
anybody does this, yeah, we'll pin your comment.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. This has
Thanks.
been episode 3.
Yep. Hopefully we'll get episode 4 up next, and like always, leave your 2 cents in the comments.
I did the wrong end.